There is a man who walks among us, yet no one remembers him. You may have spoken to him yesterday, but today he is gone from your mind. You may have seen him in passing, but if asked to recall his face, you would find only an empty space where features should be. A man who exists, yet leaves no trace. A man cursed to be forgotten not by time, but by the very minds of those who meet him. And worse still, he prays. But what listens in the darkness is never what he hopes it to be. We have all met someone whose face we cannot recall. A stranger on the train, a cashier at the store, a colleague at work whose presence is forgotten the moment they leave the room. But what if this was not by accident? What if there was a man whose face was simply unholdable? He walks, he speaks, he reaches out, yet his existence is like water slipping through fingers. You could have met him 1,000 times, yet never once remembered his presence. And in his solitude, he turns to the only thing that never forgets, the divine. There is an old gospel, a text that does not belong to any church, any faith, any God that man dares to name. A book that is read by those whom the world has forsaken. It is called the Liar's Gospel. It is whispered that those who read from its pages find themselves heard. Always. Their prayers never go unanswered. Their words never go ignored. But the thing that listens bit is never what they hope it to be. The man with no face prays. He asks to be remembered. He pleads to be seen. And the thing in the dark answers.
But prayers are a dangerous thing. For if the world has cursed you to be forgotten, what unnatural force must be called upon to defy it? At first, he rejoices. People turn their heads when he speaks. They recall his name. He exists. But then, the remembering begins to hurt. Faces twist in confusion as they try to recall how they know him. Memories warp, stretch, break. His presence lingers in their minds like a splinter that will not dislodge. They dream of him. They fear him. He is no longer forgotten. He is something worse.
The liar's gospel is not a blessing. It is a curse. And those who call upon its promises do not find salvation. They find the gaze of something they were never meant to see. The faceless man prayed to be remembered. Now he cannot be forgotten. His name is spoken in hushed voices, his image etched into minds that do not want him there, a presence that festers, a face that haunts. Would you still pray if you knew something was always listening?